Hey makeup babes, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sabina. Today I'm going to be doing a video using summer colors from the Mascara Beauty makeup line that just launched today. I don't have every single item from the entire bundle, but I have most of it, so I wanted to do look and talk about Mascara Beauty and just show you how I get ready. If you'd like to see more tutorials, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when my next tutorial is up. Okay, so let's dive in. All right, so I have nothing on my face except for my moisturizer that I use and my sunscreen. So I'm gonna prep my skin first by using the Urban Decay De-Slick spray. And what I like to do is take a dry sponge. This sponge is the Perfector from Mascara Beauty's line. You can certainly use whatever sponge you have or that you like. I like using this one with mascaras line because it was created for our products. The mascara line of products is known for their 3D foundation. So the foundations, the lip and cheeks, the bronzer are all creams. We do have a powder bronzer, we have powder eyeshadows, we have cream and powder illuminators. So we have a variety of products, and what is really cool about Mascara Beauty is that it's just really transformed the way that I do my makeup. So I'm a makeup lover and I have a ton of makeup. I've given my makeup away several times because I just would get really overwhelmed. I would watch videos and then I would see a product and then I would buy it because it looked so great. And then I would try it out and I just started to collect all of this makeup and just got overwhelmed with picking out what I needed for that day. My drawers were full. I noticed too with just all of the different steps that I needed to take to do my makeup. And I found Mascara Beauty and it's really simplified my entire routine. So I have become a convert to this brand and I love it. I'm gonna put on some Tatcha Silk Canvas for some primer as well. I do like this primer a lot because it just smooths the makeup over my skin and fills in any pores that I have and just kind of helps things to glide on nicely and adhere a little bit better, especially for my mature skin, my fine lines that I've got going on and wrinkles. So I like to just apply a little bit of this product on top of my Urban Decay setting spray. The founder of this makeup brand, her name is Kara, and she knew that this makeup was different. It's all cream based. This is my compact I'll be using today. I do have 3 foundation, or as we call them, highlight shades, because I have color correcting. And then depending on if I'm tanner or lighter, I have different shades for that. So I don't have, 3 separate foundation bottles that I have to mix and match colors. These tins that are in here are magnetized to the compact, and when you're finished with them, you pop these tins out using a bobby pin, or the top of the tin, you can save them. I have them all saved in a baggie, but what you do is, oops, didn't quite go as planned, but it pops out. So the tin looks like this, and on the back it has, the shade information. And then you just repurchase what you need. So the lighter shade for me would be like a traditional type of concealer. We use that as like an accent brightener. So if I don't use that one as often, which I don't, that's gonna last me a lot longer compared to like a corrector shade that I might use more of, or like my main highlight shade. I might go through that a little bit more quicker. And these are only $14 a piece, rather than spending, you know, anywhere from 10 to, you know, if you're buying super high-end foundations, you know, it could be like $60, $70 a bottle. So you just kind of buy what you need. This is my contour color that I'm going to be using to add depth and to sculpt my face. And then I have a bronzer in here. These three are all lip and cheeks. I'm going to be using this shade here. This is called Ruby. This is the shade that comes in the summer bundle that just launched today. It also, the bundle comes with this Bella bronzer, which is so good. So I'm going to be doing an eye look with these 4 shades. There are 6 shades that come in the bundle, but I'm just going to be using 4 on my eyes today. And everything just like fits in these compacts. It's so great, and you can get different sizes. I do have quite a few of them. This is the triple decker. So if you are like me and you love blush, you know, all of your blushes will fit here instead of having separate blush containers. You might be wondering, well, you know, why cream? What's so great about creams? Well, creams are made to be like a second skin on your face. So you don't really feel the makeup if applied correctly on your face at all. It does not set and dry and crack throughout the day like traditional liquid foundations do, because they are creams. So it was formulated that way. I like to do my eyes first, so if I have any kind of fallout or if I make a mistake, I can just wipe it off with my makeup remover and then not disturb any of my makeup. So while that sets, I like to do my brows. So I'm going to be going in with my Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Medium Brown. I have a ton of makeup brushes I use, but these are really nice because they're double-ended. They're affordable. They're very well made. The shade I'm gonna go into is this top shade right here. This is Stay Golden. It is a satin, so it's not truly matte and it's not shimmer. It has like a satin finish to it. And I'm just going to go on the lower part of my lid here. It has a yellow undertone. You can probably pick that up, I'm not sure. I'm gonna bring my mirror a little bit closer. So I'm just gonna kind of set that down. And anything I put on top of this, it just helps that shadow blend a little bit better. Go into the shade right next to it, which is called Rome. So Rome, I would say, is also a satin. It says it's shimmer on the website, but it's not like a true shimmer like, you know, this shade or this shade or this shade. It's just more of a lovely satin, you know, type of finish. And I'm gonna use that one to highlight underneath my brow bone. So I'm gonna take that and work that all the way up. And just kind of swoop that all over the lid. I'm gonna go into the next color that I love, which is Zion. It's a really nice warm toned mauve brown, if that makes sense. I'm like terrible at describing colors. So I'm gonna still use that brush. I just wipe it off on a towel, and I'm going to pop that up into my transition area. And since I have hooded eyes, I have to bring it higher. I leave my eyes open while I apply my eyeshadow to make sure that when my eyes are open, you can see it, since I do have this large hood area to my eye shape. So I'm just gonna blend in circular motions, dispersing that product. I do like to bring that in. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same on the other side. These shadows are $12 a piece, but you do get 2.5 grams of eyeshadow, where the traditional Eyeshadows are a lot less. Like Makeup Geek, their single shadows, you get 1.5 grams of eyeshadow. And I also love that you can purchase all of these separately. So they don't come in a palette where, you know, you're only using a couple of the colors. Instead, you know, you get a palette of 12 or 10 shades and you really like 5 of them, and the other ones you're like, you know, that was kind of what was going on with me. I would get all of these eyeshadow palettes and then I would just love a few of the colors, and then the rest I would be like, you know, I just felt like I wasted all my money because I wasn't using them, and then I would end up giving them away. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take this next brush, the blend and tap brush, and just kind of go over the edges. The brush, the bristles on this one are a bit more dense. This can be used for cream or powder. I don't mix powder and cream on the same brush though. I clean it off before I reuse it, because you don't want to, you know, mix your cream and powder products together on a brush, because it'll just make it all gunky gooey, and then you're going to get your powders into your creams. You go to put that on your face and it's just a hot mess. Okay, so I've used these 3, so I'm going to go into Stardust right here, which is a beautiful taupe with a shimmer. And I'm gonna go ahead and just use my finger for this. I'm gonna tap it right into the shade and place it right on my lid. My son has a little friend over, so they might be like popping up here. This color is so pretty. I love it. So I'm gonna go back into Cyan on the smaller end of this brush, and I'm just going to pop that into the outer V just to deepen that up a little bit. And then kind of bring that up. Like that. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that for now, and I'm gonna go ahead and dive into my face. So there are so many different ways to apply these creams, and I'm gonna apply the way that I like to apply it to my face after playing around with this for a while. I did become an independent mascara artist because I loved this so much. So if you're interested in getting color matched, let me know. I have some information in the description box below. But Kara created this makeup line and wanted to have the artist program because this makeup is so unique and different that if she were to, you know, have this on a shelf at Sephora, that people would just be picking it up, putting it on, and wouldn't be getting the right results, because it does take some practice and you need to know how to use the colors and read the tones in your face, because it's not in one all over shade type of product, you know. So she wanted people to have their own independent artists where they can get that one-on-one color match, they can get troubleshooting, and they just have that one person to kind of help and guide them through the makeup. I don't know, I just think that's something really special about this company. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna go in with my darkest shade first. I'm gonna use this as a corrector. So I'm gonna take the small end of this Best Blend Forever brush, and I'm just going to barely tap it into the product, okay? And I do have some areas on my skin that are darker. So like underneath my eyes, I have some blue and purple. I have redness, so this is going to be placed down first to correct that. And it does not match my skin tone, which is something that's unique and different about this makeup, that you don't just place one color and expect it to, you know, fix and cover up the things that you want to. So that's why it's important to have that artist to be able to look at your face and tell you, okay, this color needs to go here because of this reason. This color needs to go here because of this reason. So I'm going to be showcasing how to do my face with different brushes. You can certainly go for a very natural type of look all the way up to like full glam, full coverage as well. So this brush that I'm using is more for a lighter application, which is what I am all about today. Okay, so I place this color underneath my eyes and it is canceling out those purple tones. I also have some sun damage through here and redness. So what I'm gonna do is take this around my nose. I have broken capillaries and redness, especially along this area. I'm just going to kind of place that there and then take the fluffier end and kind of swirl that on my nose to help cover up and correct the redness that I have there. Also the redness that is peeking through on my cheeks. I'm just going to take this very, very lightly. You don't need very much product at all. That's why this really lasts a long time. And it's just, this color is just really helping tone down those areas. I'm going to go over this with another color as well, but this is just for color correcting. And then on my chin, I have redness, so this will help counteract the redness that is on my chin. And again, this color is darker than my skin tone for that very reason. Okay, so I'm not putting it all over my face. I'm only placing it where I need that color correction. It all depends on your face and kind of what's going on with the colors and how you place the product. So I have that base kind of layer on to correct. I call this my main highlight, which is what we call our foundation colors. The lighter tones we call highlights, the darker tone we call contours. So I apply my main highlight lightly all over my face. Okay, so I just go in with that much product, not much at all, and I'm gonna go over and just kind of swirl this on my face. And this shade does match my skin tone. Okay, and it's gonna go right over the areas that I color corrected, and I'm gonna stipple over that instead, because if I just swirl over that, I'm gonna take off what I color corrected. So on those particular areas, I stipple. I don't go all the way underneath my eye. And I do have large pores on my nose, my cheeks, my chin. So again, stippling really helps to make those nice and soft and kind of diffused. Again, this is where I color corrected, so I'm not, you know, swirling. I am just stippling. Stippling is the best way to apply this, I found. I also want to get my upper lip. Don't want to forget that. So I'm going to close my mouth. And apply that product there. I'm going to go ahead and bring this up onto my forehead, but not all the way, because I'm going to add some darkness up there, some contouring. So what's great is you don't need to put makeup all over your face in multiple layers like traditional foundation. So these products you place specifically in areas, and you don't have to put foundation or your highlight shades where you don't need them. So that's another reason why I really, really love this product so much. So here I did not do any color correcting, so I can kind of smooth that over a little bit more, or I can swipe that back and forth. I do have some sun damage going on over here, so we're just going to go right on over that. And it just covers it right up. And when I dip back in, I literally just go like, you know, barely, barely any product. Again, I'm leaving my forehead alone. I do like more of, normally like a medium coverage. This brush, if you do really light layers, you can achieve that medium coverage, or you can just use this for like a really light application as well. But I'm just gonna add a little bit more because we are gonna be going out today. And so I just wanna look a little more defined. Okay, I'm gonna use this Perfector sponge. This is lightly damp. I mean, it's pretty much, there's no water in here, and you don't want that, because if you use this and it has too much water in it, it's going to lift off what you applied. So I'm gonna use this to just press the product into my skin, and this absorbs any extra product that I may have placed without removing too much. If you want to try mascara products, let me know, and I will definitely recommend your perfect shades for your face. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to use the Detail Hack brush. So this comes with this wonderful flat end here, and this is for contouring and blending out of the contour. You could also use this to apply your highlight shade. You could use this end to brighten, which I'm gonna do. I mean, these brushes are really great. They're multi-purpose, and they're made especially for our creams. So I'm gonna go into this dark shade. It looks scary, but I want you to see what it does to my face when I apply it, okay? So I just boop, boop, boop a couple times, and I'm gonna find my cheekbone, which is right here, and I'm gonna place it right underneath my cheekbone, okay? And I'm not gonna go past this point on my eye. Okay, it looks like that. I promise you, it will all come together and look beautiful. This helps to slim and sculpt the face. Again, I'm feeling for that cheekbone. I'm starting at the top of my ear, and I am just like stamping this on. Okay, and it's just started to slim my face. I'm gonna go and do my forehead. So I'm gonna place the color. Right around at the top of my hairline. This will help give definition, and I'm going to go along the jawline, like right underneath that jawbone. I'm gonna go right there, and that's gonna help give some definition to my jawline. And then we're gonna blend everything out. I'm gonna contour my nose today, so you just put a little bit, and when you contour, you want to put it on top of the bone, not on the side of your nose, but just like right on top. And so this brush is really great at just placing that exactly where you need it. So I'm kind of just feeling for that bone and just pressing it. I made it a little bit too wide, but that's okay. So now we're gonna take this brush and we're going to start to blend upward. I'm gonna leave this bottom part here. I like to have a bit of a defined contour, so I'm just gonna blend out the top. And the contour does also have coverage. So if your skin doesn't have as many issues like mine does, you don't have to place your all over or your main highlight lightly down first. You can certainly just go in with your contour shade, and that will be enough for you and provide that coverage that you need. But because I have a lot of sun damage texture, I prefer, it's just my preference to put a little bit of my main foundation shade down before I put my contour down. This blends out really, really nicely, super creamy. And I'm blending upward into my hairline. The last thing you want is a white area in your hairline and then seeing your contour. So you want to just blend that out, and then blending this area out. So I go back and forth, and then I also blend down. You definitely don't want to have any lines that show. I go down like this as well, just for my face shape. I have a very round face shape. And so I like to hide this a little bit. So I'm going to add some darkness, some shadow there, because wherever you add this contour, you're, wanting that area to recede. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is go into this light shade right here, and I'm just going to take the other side of the detail hack brush, and I'm going to just brighten areas that need brightening. So where I put the brightener is just right here. Right here, in between where I place that contour. Right here, brighten up the forehead area on my chin. Okay, and then I'm gonna just take that same brush that I used earlier and stipple, stipple, stipple that in. Okay, so it's gonna bring some light back to my face so you can focus on my eyes. You don't want to add the brightener all along here and create like this big pie shape like you see some of the younger gals doing. I can't do that with mature skin because it's just subtle. I don't want to accentuate my fine lines and my wrinkles, so I just place this where I need it to go. Okay, and then I'm going to blend out my contour here with my finger. And then another really cool trick is you can also take that light shade. I kind of mix two shades and blend out just very slightly the bottom of that contour, or if you maybe blended your contour away too much, like I've done before, you can sharpen it back up by using this brush, adding some more of the lighter highlight shades and kind of, tweaking that. I'm gonna go back in with my perfector, press that into the skin, absorb any excess product that we don't want there. All right, I'm gonna go in now with bronzer. Now, this bronzer does look really scary. It is not though. When you first get it, it's soft, so you do have to use an extremely light hand. So mine is still new, so I just barely touched it, and then I'm not gonna place my bronzer right where my contour went. So I want to think about where the sun hits my face. So right here, the higher points of my cheekbones, you could certainly put some bronzer on your nose, some on your chin. And this just kind of warms everything up. So I like to apply this on the sides of my temple as well, and all down my neck. And it just kind of ties, you know, everything together. And again, I just kind of blend, stipple, you know, I try different techniques and see what I like. So for my blush, I'm going to take this shade called Ruby, and I'm going to take it on my finger, and I'm going to place it right on top of where that contour was. And then I'm gonna take the Best Blend Forever brush and just blend that in. So even though it looks really scary in the pan, see how light it is, and it just gives your skin that really beautiful glow. Just a beautiful summer shade. I like to keep my blush back here, not so much right here, because again, it'll accentuate areas of my face that I don't want accentuated. You can go back and add more blush if you know, like a more deeper kind of blush color. And blush does wear off first from the face, at least on my skin, so I tend to put it on a little bit heavier just because it will start to disappear on my skin. Ooh, got some hair in the way there. Okay, and I'm gonna pick up the Perfector where I sprayed that Stay Spray. You can kind of see that little lump there, and I'm just going to use that to press that Stay Spray onto the blush area, and that'll help keep that product in place as well. I do like to sometimes use powders, and we do have a powder bronzer called Cayman, which is this shade right here, and then we have Vanilla Dust, which is a powder, a pressed powder for areas of your face where, you know, you might tend to get a little bit more oily, or you just like more of a matte look. So I'm gonna apply actually both of those using this brush first, and it's dual ended, and I'm just gonna take this side and I'm gonna press that into the powder, and I'm not gonna go all the way under my eye, but I'm going to just go underneath it all the way out here. These creams leave your skin with just a beautiful glow, and if you don't like more glowy of a look, you can add powder all over and kind of tone that down if you would like more of a matte look. I'm going to make sure I don't have any, no, I don't have any more bronzer on here, but I am gonna add some powder on my forehead, on my nose, because I do get oily there, and on my chin. And then I'm going to go into the powder bronzer Cayman. I know it's really, really light in the pan. It's a great winter bronzer color, but it's also, I found, really great to set if you would like to kind of set your bronzer that you placed. And it just gives a really pretty warmth. And also, you know, it sets your face, so it's really nice. Finish up my eyes. I'm going to go back into my palette here, and I'm gonna dip into this shade Zion, and I'm gonna go under my lashes. And this brush is so, so soft. And then I'm gonna go into both Rome and Stay Golden, right on top of it. Now the bundle that came out today comes with an illuminator called Angel. I don't have that particular illuminator, but what I do have are 3 others. Let me find them. Here we go. I do have 3 other illuminators. Actually, I have 4. So I have Pearl. This one is Honey. This is Rose Gold, and this is Glow. Glow mixed with your Bella bronzer is beautiful. So I'm gonna go in with Rose Gold. It is my favorite, and I'm gonna use my sponge, and I'm just going to run it right onto that illuminator and just press it right here. I don't want to go where my fine lines are. I just want it right in this area. And it just brings a touch of like candlelit glow to your skin. It's really pretty. And I'm gonna bring some right down the center of my nose, my upper lip. Okay, and it just adds such a subtle but pretty, you know, like glow. All right, I totally forgot that I didn't curl my lashes or put on mascara. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I've been just using clear mascara on my bottom lashes because I always, no matter what, get mascara all on, you know, like underneath, no matter what, waterproof or not. I just seem to get mascara there. So I'm trying out just using clear mascara. See how that works. And so far it's been pretty good. So my last step is to take the lip and cheek, because these are dual purpose, and apply it to my lip. So this is gonna be my lipstick. And you can make it bold or it could be more understated. Okay, and that is how it looks. I'm gonna take some Rome, this shade right here, and I'm gonna pop that right into this inner corner of my eye just to bring some light right there. So here's my look for today using the mascara products that were launched with the summer collection, along with just a few other things. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me a comment if you're interested in trying mascara beauty products, or if you have any questions about anything, I can answer those for you. And I hope you just have a wonderful day. Thanks everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.